we are, rust buckets back in the garage. Went to town to drop off the engine block and crankshaft to the machinist and dropped it off. Went to get back in to drive away and nothing. Got lights and buzzers and beepers and everything else, but it would not crank over. Went to town looking at the starter, spent about an hour trying to get that damn starter to work, and it was not happening. So I ordered one up. It'll be here tomorrow. So rust bucket did me again. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Okay, well there she is, hiding way up there. Not so bad when you got a lift. Just 2 bolts, 1, 2, big long guys that go up way up into there. And then you got, of course, all your wires. I find it's easier to disconnect the battery terminal and then undo these bolts and kind of wiggle it down. You got a little bit of play here, and you can kind of fit it through here, get it out or out here. I don't know how I get the socket out there that I can't get off. Oh, right. It wants to be crusty. Well, uncrust it. It's trying to be crusty, so use leverage. Okay, when I say they're long bolts, I ain't kidding. Loosen this sucker up because I know it's going to be a bear just like the last one. I'm sure people out there will go, oh, you gotta put Loctite on those. Really? You really think they're going to loosen up? I've done a million starters and I've never lost a starter bolt. Okay, now the fun begins. Figured out how to get this thing out of here. I'm going to give you 6 inches of wire. Just, you know, 5, 6 inches. Make all the difference in the world. Let's put some WD on that. When in doubt, WD for you. Or whatever, PB Blaster and Jigaloo, whatever. There's tons of them things. Oh, look at that rusty old heat shield. Did a lot of good. Gotta go deep to clear them long studs. Come on, seriously? I don't have another couple of inches of wire available to me. Why you gotta be like this? What did I ever do to you? Well, there's a bad sign of a bad starter. Of course. Yeah, you know your starter's junk when you go to pull the wires off and they just break. Of course, that broke too. Alright, I actually got one out without breaking it. It's a miracle. This is not the fun stuff I thought I'd be doing this weekend. Thought I'd be working on the rat rod, but instead I'm fixing rust bucket again. Okay, there it is. That's probably factory original. Okay, there's our starter. It's pretty darn dirty and crusty. It's probably been in there since original. You never know. So when you're looking at it, it mounts like that up there. So obviously the nose towards the transmission. Okay, so there's your 2 big bolts come out of there. This is your battery cable. Positive side goes to there. Okay, your ignition switch signal to start the engine is there. That always breaks off because it's a tiny little thing. And this here side goes from the solenoid on this short wire into the starter motor itself. And that one almost always breaks because this will get hot over the years and it makes this part of the plastic solenoid brittle. And it almost always snaps off. In my case, it snapped off the wire and everything, which is never a good thing. I mean, that wire is corroded up pretty bad. It's just falling apart in my hands. So that's been overheated a bunch of times. That sounds like my darn sheep are loose. Yeah, little Bo Peep sheep are running around my front lawn. Okay, new starter's in. This one's made by TYC. whatever. Wasn't the cheapest one, but it wasn't the most expensive. Somewhere's in the middle. They're already been cleaned up. I hit them with a wire wheel, so they're nice and shiny. I will slide this kind of up there, put the wires on, and then put it into position to bolt it, because it's a nightmare to try to get at the back of here with everything in your way. So do your wires first. Either get your hands in or you get your eyes in. There's no both. I swear I got more hours working on this thing than I do driving it. Thankfully I did that road trip, so I kind of got some hours. I'm just eating dirt and rust. Everything I touch just flakes off and lands in my mouth. So the battery wire's on now. Now we're putting the lock washer and the little 8mm nut. So when I say to stand the starter up so you can get at the wires, that's basically what I do. Turn it up this way. You can see you can get at the wires, and then once you got them all tight, you just flip it over and around and into position and bolt her in. That's what we'll do next. Okay, starter bolts cleaned up. Just gotta jam them into position now. What's that little heat shield? I want to put that back. It didn't seem to do much good in my case. Okay, all that's left is the crying part. Okay, just gotta put the old battery terminal back on here. And of course I disconnected the ground so you don't short yourself out and melt a wrench or something fun. Sucky part about that is you have to reset all your radio clocks and everything. Why don't they have a radio that like automatically knows what time it is? Okay, go for tight, moment of truth. Yay, it worked. Another one done. It needs the power steering fluid.